Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to MS Excel, and we will see what is MS Excel. Microsoft Excel is an electronic spreadsheet program which is used to organize data into rows and columns and to perform mathematical calculations quickly and to analyze and manage data in an easier manner. Such things we have studied last year, this year, and we are continuing with it. And today we need to study about the various formulas and functions used in the various types of sheets. I have introduced to you about the sales of the Britannia products, and you have to multiply you have to find the product of the carton price and the unit price here. But when other types of sheets are there are changes, and when you copy the formula down, usually it copies up just like relative cell referencing. And when you see that what is relative cell referencing, it is said that relative cell referencing is where the cell address automatically gets adjusted with reference to the current cell during the copying of the formula. When you copy a formula from one cell address to another, all the cell address, the formulas which appear in the cell address usually gets automatically adjusted and it gets copied down. Okay, but certain stages are there where you need not copy the cell address in such a manner. For example, the increment is given in such a manner that each employee in the institution is given a increment of 15,000 rupees. So accordingly, what is the change? So when you put a formula here, the cell address, that means the increment amount, did not change at all. So you could give it, insert a dollar sign in front of the cell address. Here, look here. The second cell address, which is need to be summed up, is given a special symbol of dollar sign, $J and $3, and so that when it is copied down, that cell address doesn't change. Look here, that cell address stays constant over there. D4 changed, but J3, when you put a dollar sign in front of J3, it won't change, but the formula takes the value which is there in the cell address J3. Okay, here got to the third stage, you will get the same thing. Okay, and when I am calculating commissions over here, look here, this is the sheet. You have all the data in your sheet. I just want to calculate the commissions in zone 1 so that look, it must be a fixed cell. The change must be in such a manner that which all cell addresses are being multiplied. Look, the sales for the person is being done in such a manner that only one cell address changes. Always look to the colorful stuff. Deccan Chronicle അവിടെ വേണ്ടുന്നത് 9% commission 8,880. So what changes must happen over here? Look here, Times of India. What is the commission to be made? Likewise, okay. ചില സ്ഥലത്ത് മാറ്റങ്ങൾ വരണം, ചില സ്ഥലത്ത് മാറ്റങ്ങൾ വരാൻ പാടില്ല. അങ്ങനെയുള്ള കണ്ടീഷൻസിൽ എങ്ങനെയാണ് ഇത് കൈകാര്യം ചെയ്യേണ്ടത്? എവിടെയാണ് ഡോളർ സൈൻ ആഡ് ചെയ്യേണ്ടത്? സോ ഇഫ് യു വാണ്ട് ടു മേക്ക് a cell address change or to stay constant, you have to put a dollar sign in front of the row number or the column address or the column name of f, etc. accordingly. So the changes won't come up when you copy the formula. Wherever it may be, you could see the difference. This is known as mixed cell referencing as well as absolute cell referencing. Here in Infosys case, this cell address is in this calculation $J $3 is kept constant, and that is known as absolute cell referencing. And in this calculation, when you keep the change appear linearly or in the horizontal cells alone, that is known as, look here, dollar sign is given in front of the 11 or in the 11th row only. So even though there is a change, the change occurs here alone. So that is being known as mixed cell referencing. Think about it once again, and when you want to put the formulas in any of the cells, and if you want to copy that formula to the left or to the down, how to do that? This type of making calculations with absolute cell address and relative cell address or mixed cell address. There are three possibilities: relative cell referencing, or making a cell constant and keeping it in the values need not be changed. That is called absolute cell referencing. You could see here the value of 15,000, which is being increased to each person, need not be copied down all the way. So and you could see the changes appearing to each and every person over there. This is known as absolute cell referencing. But in the usual case, in the Britannia products, etc., if you put a formula here equal to into enter, and if you copy it down, the value fills up here, and you will get the total sales of all the products. And look here, how here it was C5 into D5. when it here it was C5 into D5, and when it moved down here it became C6 and D6. The changing of the cell address accordingly, when you drag down a formula, it is known as relative cell referencing. What is it known as relative cell referencing? Relative cell referencing is where the cell addresses automatically gets adjusted with reference to the current cell during the copying of the formula. Here the formulas are being copied down and the cell address automatically gets adjusted with reference to the current cell during the copying of the formula. This type of referencing is known as relative cell referencing. In your book, textbook, page number 40, you could see the definition of all the three: relative cell referencing, absolute cell referencing, and mixed cell referencing. In the second example of emphasis, the increment is constant, and here your formula need not change accordingly. So you put a dollar sign in front of the cell address, the column name J and the column number 3, so that when the formula is copied down, the cell address J3 doesn't change at all. This type of copying down the formula is known as absolute cell referencing. But in certain other cases, in the case of the commissions of the newspaper, certain changes need not always 9, 11, 12, 14, 10, 13, 15 and 14 are the commission rates. So you need not change certain things. So here the cell D must not change, and when you drag it down to the left, only when you drag it down, something else need to happen, and when you drag it to the sidewise, here the changes must happen. Okay, look here. Now it is $11. The column number 11 doesn't change, but D, E, F, etc. changes. Here when you drag it down to here, what happened? The formula gets, even though the formula gets copied, certain other things doesn't change. Try to do this by yourself and to get the results. Thank you. And with these examples, we are coming to the end of MS Excel. And one more thing I need to show you. And if you want to sort the data in the ascending or descending order, just select the cell address where it need to be, go to data and sort it in the ascending order, and now expand the selection and sort. Look here. we could expand all the data changed, and here it became the data was being sorted with alphabetical order. When I am using your mark calculations, etc., it is always very helpful to sort out. You could sort out any columns with the help of this could always also be sorted so that it will change with highest values. And the next thing is to make pivotal tables. These are out of the syllabus, still we are going to cover it with home. The formatting styles are there. You could use you can make the conditional formatting files, color scales, etc. you could give, and you could make the sheet appear much more attractive. So these are the ways in which you could make formats as well as formulas, functions, pivotal tables, charts, and you could make charts out of it. Select the area where you want the chart to be, and just insert a chart. Go for chart. What is pivotal charts and charts? Bar chart. The charts come up here. You will be studying all these things in the higher classes, and you could develop your own skills by experimenting with the charts, the data,